Heard enough from the presidential candidates? Well, here's an answer. Vote now and put the election behind you. Everyone will remember where they were when it was announced by the president that Osama bin Laden had been killed, and now people want to know the behind the scenes. Right. Welcome back, everyone. A lot of excitement building in Charlotte, North Carolina, where Democrats will convene for the Democratic National Convention, and one person is really happy. Well, in a summer with a record number of West Nile cases, mosquito numbers could get a boost from the rain left behind by Tropical Storm Isaac. But a lot of people took the advice of the governor. They decided to get out of Dodge ahead of Tropical Storm Isaac. Residents have been told to hunker down. That is the best advice this morning. Now is the time to start making sure that anything you might have in your yard is secure. So a lot of residents, they are waking up with damage, trees down without electricity. But Chrissy, it could have been a lot worse. Riverboat casinos in Northwest Louisiana have historically earned the most money in the state, and Bossier City is getting one of 3 new casinos being built in Louisiana. But despite all this, Northwest Louisiana has not had a voice on the board that oversees gaming in the state for more than a year and a half. Why? We went searching for answers. On the banks of the Red River in Bossier City, the Margaritaville Casino is slowly taking shape. City officials say it should be ready to open early next summer. Northwest Louisiana's newest casino project was given the go-ahead by the state in February. That's when it was approved by the State Gaming Control Board, despite concerns from other casino operators that the gaming market couldn't support another riverboat. But missing from that meeting was a voice from this area. For more than a year and a half, Northwest Louisiana has not had a representative on the State Gaming Control Board.
The Gaming Board happened to be the most powerful board in this state. It controls a lot of money, okay? It controls all gaming in this state. And we didn't have anyone to represent us.
Under state statute, 9 members are supposed to sit on the Gaming Control Board. 1 is from each of the state's 7 congressional districts, and there are 2 at-large members. But the seat for the 4th congressional district has been empty since Bossier businessman Jerry Juneau stepped down in March 2011.
We were ignored, but it's not the fault of the administration altogether.
Shreveport Senator Greg Tarver says this should have been dealt with, but it somehow fell through the cracks. Tarver says when he took office in January, he nominated someone to fill that seat, but that person withdrew their name because of a conflict of interest. Senator Tarver then nominated Rodessa businessman Claude Jackson. Governor Bobby Jindal announced Jackson's appointment the day after his office was contacted by KTBS 3 News about why the seat had been left open for so long. Jackson didn't want to talk about his appointment until after his first meeting. Bossier City Mayor Lo Walker says he didn't see the lack of a Gaming Control Board representative from the area as a problem. Bossier City is home to 3 riverboat casinos, Harrah's Louisiana Downs Racino, and the soon-to-be Margaritaville Casino.
And certainly the decisions they've been made towards our last entity up here, the Margaritaville, they've been supportive, so we feel like our interests are being well considered and good decisions are being made.
Claude Jackson's first meeting is on September 20th. He still faces Senate confirmation, which Tarver says will happen when the legislature meets in April. Senator Tarver says the Gaming Control Board wasn't the only board he had an issue with, but also Southern University's board. He says despite having a campus in Shreveport, the area had no representation on the university board. Senator Tarver has since nominated Reverend Joe Gant to sit on that board.